Hello and welcome. In our last video, we learned about definition and order of a matrix. So, order of a matrix we defined as number of rows cross number of columns, right? So if there are m rows and n columns in a matrix, then order of that matrix is m cross n. And we also have seen, we forgot one thing, that is number of elements. Elements in a matrix. Let us say we are given with a matrix with order m cross n, then the number of elements in the matrix is equal to mn or m multiplied by n. If order of a matrix is 2 cross 3, then number of elements is 2 into 3, that is 6, right? So this is how we get the number of elements in a matrix when I know order of a matrix, or given the number of elements, I can obtain all the possible orders of a matrix. Alright, so we have also seen general form of a matrix, right? So we have written like a matrix A in general, that is A 1 1, first row, first column, first row, second element, and so on, first row, element of jth column, and so on. In the end, first row, element of n column. Similarly, for next second column, I have 2 1, 8 2 2, and so on, A to j, so on, A to n. So, and again continuing this like this, I can write for A ith row, first element, and A ith row, second column, and so on, and j ij, and so on, a I n. So continuing it like this, this will be A m1, A m2, and so on, A mj, and A mn. Right. So this is what we have seen in our last video. So this is a general form of an matrix. So wherein I can represent the matrix A. So every element is just A I j for a matrix of order m cross n, and I is less than or equal to m and greater than or equal to 1, and j is less than or equal to n and greater than or equal to 1, and I and j both are positive integers, right? So this is what we saw. Now let us look into a few examples of matrices. Let us say I have information regarding a company, right? There are three companies. One are factories, first, second factory, and third factory, right? And we have information of men workers and women workers in these three factories. So in the first factory, men workers is 30 and women workers is 25. In second factory, men workers is 25 and this one 31. In third factory, men workers is 27 and women workers is 26, right? So this is the information given to us, right? This is given information. So what we have to do now is we have to represent this above information in the form of a matrix of order 3 into 2. Represent in the form of matrix 3 into 2, right? So whatever matrix we are going to write, it should have 3 rows and 2 columns. All right. So I'll get 3 rows if I write the factories here, factories information here, and number of men and women workers here, right? So our answer will be, I just copy and paste this part, right? So this is my answer. So you can see if I express this information in the form of matrix 3 into 2 matrix, I'll get it as 30, 25, 25, 31, 27, 26, right? So this is my answer. So this matrix has 3 rows, first row, second row, third row, and 2 columns, first column, second column, right? So this is our required matrix. And now another part in this question is, what does the entry in the third row and second column represent, right? Entry in third row, so this is my third row, and second column, this is second column. So this element, right? Element, this element. So what does this represent? So this element basically represents, if you go and see here, this element 26 is the women workers in factory number 3, right? So entry in third row, second column represents number of women workers in factory number 3, right? So this is the answer for part 2. This is the answer for part 1. This is the answer for part 2. Now let me just extend this question, and let us say I ask you to represent this matrix in the form of order 2 into 3. How will you write it, right? So if you are told to express it in a matrix of order 2 into 3, then we have to just write it as This is just an extended question, right? 30, 25, 27, 25, 31, 26. Right? So this is how I can represent the same given information as a matrix of order 2 cross 3. Right? So both of these are correct. Depending on what order you want, you can represent the same information in the matrix of two different orders. The first one is a matrix of 3 cross 2, or you can also represent the same information in the form of a 2 cross 3 matrix. So depending on what you are asked, you have to solve, right? So this is our first example. Now let us go to second example, right? So if a matrix has 8 elements, then what are the possible orders? It can have. This is our example number 2. So we know that the order of a matrix is m cross n, and number of elements in that particular matrix is mn, right? So we are given the total number of elements, that is 8. So we will have to find the order pair of natural numbers whose product is 8, right? So we are given the product as 8, and we have to find all the possible ordered pairs whose product are 8. So we'll start with 1 comma 8 will give us 8. Then our next number is 2 comma 4 will give us 8. 3 multiplied by any number will not give us 8, so that is not there. Then 4 comma 2 will give us 8. Then 5 is not there, there is no 5. 6 multiplied with any number will not give us 8. 7 multiplied with any number will not give us 8. And next we have 8 comma 1, right? So this will give us 8. So any number after this multiplied with will not give us 8. So these are all the 4 possible ordered pairs of numbers, when multiplied with each other will give us 8, right? So hence the possible orders when number of elements is 8 are, so our answers are 1 cross 8, then 2 cross 4, then 4 cross 2, then 8 cross 1, right? So this is the answer to our example number 2. Now let us look into another example 3, right? So what we have to do is construct a 3 cross 2 matrix whose elements are given by Aij Aij equals I by 2 modulus I minus 3j, right? So this is what we are asked to do. We have to just construct a matrix. So we'll first write the general form of the matrix, right? So general form of our 3 cross 2 matrix, right? A, let us name that matrix as A. So here I have 3 cross 2 means 3 rows and 2 columns. Right. This matrix will have 3 rows and 2 columns. So first element, let us write elements of our first row. That is A11, A12, right? First row, first element, right? So each element is represented by Aij, where I can take values from 1, 2, 3, and j can take values from 1 to 2, right? Because number of columns is 2 and number of rows is 3. So we'll just write this element. So first row, first element, first row, second element. Next we'll write our elements of second row. That is A, second row, first element, second row, second element. Next elements of third row is A31, A32, right? So this is our general form of the matrix, right? So now I have to just calculate values of these elements, right? Here the suffixes are I and j. I is 1, j is 1, I is 1 here and j is 2 here, right? Now let us calculate the values for each element. Okay, so we have Aij equals half I minus 3j, where I can take values from 1, 2 to 3 and j can take values of 1 and 2. Okay, so therefore our element value A11 is half modulus, the value of I is 1 minus 3, value of j is 1, right? So this will be half, 1 minus 3 is minus 2 and modulus of that is 2. So this will give us 1. Let us calculate value of A12. So just substitute I and j in this formula, right? These values 1 and 2. Half I is 1 minus 3 into j is 2. So this will give me 3 into 2 is 6, 6 minus 1 is 5, minus that is become minus 5. So this will be half into 5, so this will be 5 by 2. Next our element number A21. So half I is 2 minus 3 into 1. So this will become half into So this, when I evaluate, 2 minus 3 is minus 1, modulus of that is 1, that is half. Our next element is A 2 2. A 2 2 is, again we have half, value of I is 2 minus 3 into j is 2. So this will give us half multiplied by, this is 6, 6 minus 2 is 4, that is, the answer is minus 4, so modulus of that is 4, so this will be 2. Next, A 3 1, so just substitute in that formula, half I is 3 minus j is again 1, so this will become half multiplied by 0, this is 0. Our next element is A 3 2. So half I is 3 minus 3 into 2, that is half into again 3, so this is 3 by 2. Right, so we have now calculated values for all elements, right? So let us now express or write in compact form, that is A equal to, our general form was A11, A12, A21, A22, A23, this is A31 and this is A32. This is how we wrote our matrix. Right, so we'll just fill the boxes now, or fill the values for each of the element. So A11 is 1 and here A1, A12 is 5 by 2, so this is 5 by 2, and then A21 is half, A21 is half, next A22 is 2, A31 is 0, this is 0, and A32 is 3 by 2. Right, so this is our final matrix or required matrix. Alright, so now this is how we have constructed a 3 by 2 matrix. Right, this is the required matrix. Alright, so these are our 3 examples we have seen. Thank you.